What's going on, YouTube? Tony Seminat here, aka Real World Tactical, and we're back in South Florida here at the range. So today we're going to be talking about subcompact guns, right? I call them old shit guns. The concealed carry firearm that you usually have on top of you. There are some people that carry full-size guns, but I don't. And I probably 90% of the population probably doesn't either. So today I want to talk about mainly SAR. They're a brand new SAR9 Sub Compact Gen 2, which you see right here. As you can see, safe, clear, and empty. This is your subcompact model, right? And I want to compare it a little bit, okay, to your Glock 43X. Okay, they're Glock 43X. This has always been, ever since they came out, it's been my concealed carry gun, right? This is usually what I carry almost every single day, the Glock 43X. For a couple reasons, mainly because it's a single stack, okay? And I like it because it fits my hand. I have big hands, and with the Glock 43, my pinky was always coming out, right? So with this one, it covers pretty much, the grip covers my whole hand. All right, now, only one issue. With the Glock 43X, if you get the polymer mags, you're only gonna have, I think it's about 12 rounds, okay? 10 to 12 rounds, if I remember correctly. So you have to buy a shield mag, an aftermarket shield mag, which is metal, and you have to get the shield mag release, okay? For you to be able to carry 16 rounds, so it's 15 rounds in the mag and one in the chamber, okay? 16 rounds total, right? Now, as you guys well know, this is your standard Glock 43X. There's nothing special about it. There's no trigger. This does come with the serrated slide, which is good, because if you want to, you know, rack your slide from the front, it's a good thing, right? That's something new that they started adding, but it doesn't come with any iron sights, special fiber optic, anything like that. It doesn't come with a special barrel, and it comes with a stock trigger, okay? I believe this is about $400 right now, okay, on MSRP. When I do carry the Glock 43X, I always carry the Rogue crossbreed holster. This is what I carried in every single day. As you can see here, for me, there is no better inside the waistband holster than pretty much either the Rogue or the crossbreed N8 tactical, right? So now to go into the SAR and to compare a couple things, right? So the SAR is not a single stack, right? It is not a single stack. But if we compare the width of the gun, it is very, very close. It is not that far apart, okay? So it's not your regular Glock 26 girth, right? It's a little skinnier, which I like that, because I think that's the biggest factor. The imprinting, as you can see here, the rear, as you can see like that, see, they're almost identical. It's just a little bit thicker, okay? The imprinting, I think, is the biggest factor, right? When you're talking about concealed carry, when you're either appendix or whatever, on your side or in your back, whatever, doesn't really matter. The fact is, when you have a shirt over it or you have something cover it, it's always sticking out, right? That's the biggest problem that you have with these full-size guns or mid-size guns or double stack gun, right? And when we say by double stack is meaning single stack, you're talking about 1 1 1 1 1 1. Double stack, you're talking about 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2. Okay, that's the difference, right? So a couple things that I like about this subcompact. One, it's not as thick as the 26 or your standard regular subcompact double stack. Okay, it's a little bit skinnier, number one. Number two, so this firearm comes with the slide already serrated in the rear, in the front, in the center. Okay, it comes with ports on the slide as well. Comes with a port on the top as well. Okay, it also comes with your plate, so in case you want to put an optic on there. So you can take off that plate, put your optic. These sights that you see here, these iron sights, are not what come with the firearm. They have regular sights that come with the firearm, right? Kind of like very similar to the Glock. And you do have an aftermarket trigger. Okay, so an upgraded trigger from your standard trigger, which I like a lot. I like these triggers a lot. So when you buy this firearm, this box right here is exactly what you're going to be getting. Okay, you get 2 magazines. All right, one is going to be your mag that carries 12 rounds, okay? And then you're going to be getting the extended one that carries 16 rounds, right? 16? Yeah. So 16 rounds. So 17 with one round in the chamber, and this one's 13 with one round in the chamber, right? Now, the biggest factor that I like is because if I have bigger hands, you can see fits perfectly, okay? No more pinky problems, all right? And with this one, with the 16 rounder, even better. You have a better grip, right? Now, you have the option, which is very good as well, to buy their extended mags, okay, with a base plate on there that has 21 rounds. Now, not only do you get this on the website, but you also get it with the bottom part of the actual grip, okay? So when you put this in here, you are holding on to that proper grip with the 21 rounds. Most of the time, for example, with Glock, when you have a Glock 19 or anything like that, or a Glock 26, and you put one of these 21 round mags, okay, with the base plate, you always have your pinky having issues, okay, where your pinky is going to be in the air, pretty much I would say, right? But with this, you don't have that anymore. So you have a proper grip on the firearm with 21 rounds, and you're running a subcompact gun, okay? Looks really good, looks nice, neat, okay? That was very well thought out on SAR USA's part. So today is gonna be pretty much running this gun. They also have different options of slides. I know they have a gray, a black, a gold, I believe. So I have three options as of right now. So we're gonna go ahead and shoot this gun today, but I wanted to do a quick comparison between the Glock 43X and the SAR. I'm gonna start carrying this a little bit more to see how it feels and all that. I just recently got this. I've been running the SAR SOCOM and the SAR LE for the last year. So those guns have been phenomenal. I can't even complain or say anything negative about those guns. Are really good. And the truth is, it's not because, you know, I'm sponsored by SAR, because I am a sponsored shooter by SAR, but I've never been the type of person to ever promote something that isn't the truth, right? So I'm going to tell you the good, the bad, or whatever it is. You know, for example, the Glock 43X, one of the biggest factors of me has always been how skinny it is compared to all the other subcompacts. Okay, this subcompact isn't as skinny, right? So that's going to be an issue for me carrying it every single day. But that's why I want to try it, see how it is, because it isn't that much more. It's not that much more of a difference. So, but I do like the fact that if something does happen, I have, 16 rounds, and God forbid, I have 21 rounds, right? I always tell you guys what the fastest reload is. The fastest reload is the one that you never have to do. Okay, so, I know Crossbreed should be coming out with the Rogue holster for the subcompact pretty soon, the SAR. And I'm waiting on that. Hopefully it should be coming out with this year. So I love that Rogue holster. It's probably been the best holster for me in regards to concealed carry every single day. And I'm hoping they're going to get that for the SAR subcompact. So you can get all these mags are on the website. Once you buy the gun, you get 2 mags with it. And you get a cleaning kit, you get some accessories, some other stuff there. And then you can buy the holster on their website, or pretty much nowadays, I'm hoping that they already have gotten it in several stores, retail establishments, where you can go and try them out. All right, guys? So now we're going to shoot the gun, see what is going on. I'm going to be testing out some Sovereign ammo today. This is a new company that I'm working with. I like them a lot. I like the owners. It's a small company. It is not big. And they pride themselves on quality, okay, and customer service, which are 2 of the biggest factors that most companies are missing nowadays, especially the bigger companies. So that's why I'm definitely going to be using their stuff and seeing how good their ammo is. Today it's going to be all ran by Sovereign Ammo. So stay tuned. Pretty much all I'm doing is going ahead and drawing from concealment. I'm not trying to go fast or nothing. I have 6-inch steel there at 10 yards, and all I'm doing is just feeling the trigger, getting used to holding the gun, okay? And coming out of concealment with this particular gun, considering that I've been from concealment, I usually run the Glock 43X, right? So at this point, it's just a matter of just getting used to grabbing the gun. I'm also using an N8 tactical holster that doesn't have a claw, which kind of, the claw, what it does is it puts out the grip, right? So here when I'm grabbing my stomach a little bit. Doesn't pop out that much. But that's okay, no big deal. So you clear, right? Come back up, together, and then straight out, slow, steady squeeze, bam. Gun goes off and you hit, right? 10 yards, headshot, 6 inches, okay? Going slow and talking to me, right? In the middle of me shooting, telling myself what I have to do helps a lot, okay? So I tell a lot of beginner shooters in the beginning, before you shoot, go through these numbers in your head, right? Obviously you don't say it out loud, but in your head, you just say, right, clear the shirt, right? Shirt clears the gun, okay? Then you're grabbing the gun, okay? Then you're going to be turning, meeting here, going straight out, finger off the trigger, all the way until the end when you're fully extended. And then when you're fully extended, steady, boom, gun goes off. Okay, just like that. Same exact thing. If you're coming from compressed ready, come back and out, squeeze, boom, gun goes off. Now there's also the other concept of you're going to pretty much prep the trigger, okay? You're going to take all the slack off the trigger, slack off, okay, slacks off, okay, now the gun goes off, okay? There's a lot of those little different things that you could do. All the problems that you're gonna have are between when you start squeezing the trigger to when the gun goes off. Those are all the issues you're gonna have, whether you're gonna miss or not, okay? When you're moving, running, shooting, position work, and all that type of stuff is where it's gonna make the biggest difference. Learning and understanding your trigger is the biggest thing. So this particular trigger, I'm pretty used to it because I've shot the SAR9 before and the SOCOM. So I pretty much already know that once I clear and I'm gonna press this trigger, I press it there and I know the gun's not gonna go off. So I'm gonna take up all the slack is taken up, okay, slack, and then I squeeze and gun goes off, right? For the headshot, for the 6 inches. Okay, so that's how I prep when I get a new gun. It's pretty much what I do. All I do is just say, okay, I gotta get used to this trigger. All right, now I gotta get used to grabbing the gun, pulling it straight. There's a trigger, okay, that's my slack right there. And slack, I go slack, and that's how these guys get to sub-seconds, right? They're already squeezing the trigger before they extend their arms fully. In a real-world scenario and a defensive scenario, don't recommend putting your finger on the trigger. You know, you may have an ND, and you don't want to have that, okay? So you're ready to fire and you're ready to take someone's life or defend your own life. That's when you put your finger on the trigger, and that's when you shoot, okay? All right, guys, so we're just gonna take a couple shots from the 20 yards and the 25 yards, 6-inch steel. I'm not going for speed, just wanna make sure I hit. Using 124 grain sovereign ammo. All right, so we move back to 25 yards, 6-inch steel. Same exact thing, I'm gonna shoot 2 or 3 rounds. And see, I can see that on the 6-inch steel, I'm just a slight to the left. So I'm trying to correct that. And that's just gonna be my trigger finger, okay? Not doing this, okay? So I'm trying to correct that, trying to get center mass, 6-inch at 25 yards. Guys, so that pretty much concludes our day. I put around 300 rounds through the Subcompact. No issues, no hiccups, ran great. Still getting used to the trigger. I think it was because I was so used to the trigger for the Glock 43X that coming onto this trigger and shooting a subcompact gun with the recoil and everything definitely had like an impact on me, right? I missed more than I wanted to miss with this particular gun. That's no big deal. That's just reps, right? Practice. And I was taking it out to 20 and 25 yards, you know, trying to hit it at farther distances than you would normally hit with a subcompact gun. You know, the subcompact guns are, you know, you're good to 15 yards. But I always try to, whatever subcompact gun, I like to be able to hit 6-inch steel at 20, 25 yards, you know, consistently. So that's the goal. But once again, I love the fact that you're able to have this 21 round mag on there. You know what I mean? The more rounds, the better. It's the way that I always see it. And also, you know, I love that out of the box, it comes with the aftermarket trigger, and it comes with the serrations, and it comes with the ports. It's just a nice looking firearm for the price that you're getting, you know? So definitely an option you guys should think about coming up in 2024. Make sure that you subscribe if you like the videos, comment, like, share. On to the next one.